stop this. I need to turn that off. Oh, it's live. It's perfect. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Zach F1 channel. This is my my post-Monaco thoughts for F1 Fantasy. We'll look at all of the teams you could have had. We'll have a few. We'll have a look into a few ideas for not next weekend, but next race weekend. I believe Canada's in 2 weeks, although I need to double check again. It's definitely not next week. That's what I know for certain. But yeah, overall, pretty decent weekend. Obviously, Haas-wise, who would have known that would have happened to Haas? But the first thing, not get pit lane start, although they didn't start on the pit lane, so the back of the grid start. Just everything. And I mean, final fix should have been used. Hey everyone, how you doing? Hey Jazzy, hey Elaine, hey George, AFBL veteran. Good to see you all in the chat. Let me get this over here. And let me turn myself... Yeah, I'm already turned myself off. Right. Let's get this chat looking up here. There we go. Hey Senton, how you doing? So yeah, overall, as I said, I had 218. Really frustrating considering if I just had, if I literally just had what I had before and didn't play it safe, well, play it safe, it turned out to not be safe. My team would have looked like this, and then 257. But hey ho, we can't think about that because you know it didn't happen, and I can't time travel. If I could, I would. Yeah, a very good week for Bottas. I mean, for me, actually, let me show this first. For me, this is what I'm thinking. Yeah, no problem, Sensen. 252. Yeah, Jazzy, I have no idea how. So I'm pretty sure they put it down to racing incident, and yes, Perez should have known he was there. But come on, what's Magnussen thinking? I swear to God, he's cost me over like 70 points this season, Magnussen. And he's never even been in my team half the time. Just because he crashes into everyone I have. Oh, it's just... I can't deal with the man. Yeah, 5.4 million increase. Ash, that is huge. Literally, all of us, like, yeah, it was crazy. Haas, Hulkenberg, and K-Mag George. I don't even know how you want to look at F1 fantasy stuff right now. If I had your team, I wouldn't be looking for like another week. But like, I kid you not, Magnussen, Imola he was fine, but Monaco had a crash. I believe it was his fault. Miami had a crash. Again, his fault. China had a crash. Was his fault. Jeddah, I'm okay with, because, yeah, he got loads of penalties, but he wasn't actually crashing into anyone. It was just decent racing from him. But, like, I swear half the races he's crashed into someone. Yeah, worst week for Haas and Red Bull. Yeah, that's what I'm not worried about, because, like, I'm going, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. Basically, I stayed exactly where I was this weekend. I didn't move up or down. And for me, considering a minus 30, minus 32 in my team, I'll 100% take that. Considering, like everyone's saying, some people had Red Bull in their team, some people had Perez, some people had double Haas. I will not complain, considering I'm sitting pretty compared to a lot of people right now. Which is just, I feel for anyone who's had it. Yeah, literally, like the amount of people had both Haas's, I don't even want to think about it. It's horrible. Let me get this out of the way as well. In it. Oh man, bring back Latifi, man. Sargent not doing well enough. You know who can do well enough in that seat? That's my boy Latifi. Oh, imagine Albon. He's like, never mind that contract renewal. Boom. Bring in Sargent and Latifi as a driver pairing. Williams, they'd have to build a new car for every single race. Oh god. But no, yeah, sorry. F1 fantasy wise, yeah, 100%. Ash, I fully agree. If a lot of people who would have got less than 100 points, I think that's it. Yeah, true. I mean, I like Magnussen himself, I don't really care about as a driver. Like, fair enough when he's getting those penalties, cool, whatever. He's just got to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, he's just got to be a little bit more careful. But no, for next week, yeah, exactly, true Yannick. Oh, my bad. True Yannick, honestly, because they'll crash in practice as well. But looking ahead, if Ferrari and McLaren look similar, there's 2 teams I'm looking into at the minute. 2 teams, which would be boom. And then where was it? Yep, it was this. And then where's my boy Norris? So, the 2 teams I would look into is either bringing back in Norris if McLaren look good again in Canada, because I doubt Ferrari will be that fast again, and Norris, when he's on himself, very good. However, what I'm more looking to do, that's like my second choice upgrade. The thing I want to do next weekend is, luckily for me, thank God, I can still bring in my man Yuki. And I also think Zhou is an upgrade on Bottas. Bottas had a very good weekend this week, getting obviously that 1 million increase. But I would say it's time to get rid of Bottas, because on an actual normal race weekend, I prefer Zhou over Bottas. But like initial thoughts, this is what I'm probably going to run in Canada. Yeah, I've still got the issue of Sargent. But, you know, he's kind of just in my team now. All Sargent does for me is, look, he just gets around 0 points. He just does his thing, and I just forget he's there. But overall, I couldn't be much happier with the weekend. Hang on. But we'll see what happens. I doubt Verstappen will win in Canada, because Red Bull sucks at bumpier traps and when you need to take curbs. Yeah, but it's Verstappen, isn't it? Like, Monaco, I still think was a one-off. Like, even on a track like Canada, if they can't ride the curbs, I still think Red Bull will be back again. Well, at least in Verstappen form. I very much 100% agree that if Perez isn't gone by Belgium, then Red Bull aren't winning the Constructors. Can we actually, I need to bring that up, because it is ridiculous how close it is now. I'm still not talking about Drivers' Championship. I still don't believe in that hype just yet. But, I mean, wow. Constructor-wise, I'm believing in that hype. Ferrari 100% could take the fight to Red Bull. And McLaren, they're a bit more off. But I still think they can as well. Yeah, 100%. For building budgets, they're clear of Norris and McLaren. But it will be interesting, like we said. Wow, 2 to 3 million. Oh my God. Top 500 worldwide, still got everything except Limitless. Hey, good stuff, Silent. Good to hear you doing well. That's fantastic. Top 500. Honestly, if you're anywhere near, if you're anywhere above top 10,000, be proud of yourself. And if you're not, don't worry, because you can still recover it. 100%. Yeah, I would be surprised if Max wasn't fighting again with them. Had Verstappen, both Hasses and Ocon, jog on, Ham. Wait, so what was your full team then? Because who did you have as well? Because if you had Verstappen, I have a feeling you had the Red Bull Constructor as well. Oh, that is painful. Hey, Nicholas, how you doing? But yeah, no, Constructor-wise, I still think the championship's up for the grabs. But I think Leclerc has to give it 2-3 more races. Leclerc will slowly catch up if he's in that, and then we'll see what happens from there. But also, team calculator-wise, because it should have updated by now. Yes, no, it hasn't. Well, it doesn't matter that it's not updated anyway. I don't think so. Post FB3, no. We can have a look. I know. That's why I don't want to get myself too hyped about it though, because I don't want to be disappointed. And I do think there is Constructors' Championship to be excited about, but I don't want to be too thinking about the drivers just about yet. I kept Red Bull in 2 teams because of the stream. Nah, I definitely changed them. Yeah, I think in the poll, I thought they were going to score about similar points. I was wrong. And then most people thought McLaren was going to win. So to be fair, all of you guys had McLaren as the right team to have. But yeah, there's a long time to go. We'll see what Red Bull can do with upgrades. We'll see what everyone can do with upgrades, to be fair. Because yeah, I want to mention that, what Luke mentioned, is so we've got this issue now where McLaren is a high tier team. You're not going to be getting any more 1 million increases from them. So, Mercedes-wise, they weren't that bad. What happened with Haas? Nicholas Magnussen on the inside of Perez, they crash. Hulkenberg should have slammed on the brakes, but he thought, okay, let me get out of this quickly. Full on throttle, gets clipped by Perez going round, and then he goes, and then it's a bit of an issue. Both Haas out. Red Bull of Perez out. It's a lot. Yeah, so no, you could look at Mercedes. Now, for me, Mercedes is a little bit scary, because if Monaco was where they looked best, I don't think there's going to be another race. Yes, Verstappen, even if he doesn't win, will probably beat the Mercedes. 213 points with 100 million budget. Yeah, that's insane. I'm guessing that was a Leclerc team. Nah, I'm never upgrading Sargent. He's gonna do well. There it is, Metamorphy. We were literally saying this would be a cut-off for a few people this weekend. It will be hard to get back into it. But no, you could go with a team like Mercedes, because then, hear me out, you could either then, with all of this, have a team like this. And that does tickle my fancy, I'm not going to lie. Hulkenberg, you wouldn't even have to have Zhou. Get that guy out of my face. Where's the next best? Who are we thinking? Not Ricciardo. I don't like Ocon, Ricciardo. It would, to be fair, it would be Magnussen. It was sort of like a one-off. Yeah, 118.6 million budget is huge, by the way. Like, I'm happy with, I think I got a 4.8 million increase, 4.7, so I'm about up to 115, 116. 118 is ridiculous, because I'm pretty sure with 118, yeah, you could do Gasly. Yeah, so the issue is now, extra DRS is becoming very juicy, because we're going to have more than 2 premium. We could even have 3 premium drivers coming our way soon. I don't think that's going to be the shout. What I think could be a very decent shout is, say you've got like 118, like some of the people here. What you could do is, obviously I don't have the funds for it, but some people have an extra 2-3 million. I wouldn't be surprised if some people could bring in a team that looks like this, and then have Verstappen with Leclerc. Now, if you could do Verstappen, Leclerc, Mercedes, Ferrari, then I'd be like, sure. Yeah, hang on. And then I think with Mercedes, it could open you up to do this as well. But you're not going to get much increase on Norris, but however, you know, you get better increases on there. Or again, like we said, we could go the opposite route, not worry about the premium drivers, and go down to Mercedes, increase Sargent to the likes of Magnussen, to a Gasly. However, for me, and this is a preference, because also I think constructors are still key, like the most key, and yes, budget's good and all, but I doubt we're going to be seeing Mercedes doing as close to what we saw. Where was the live scoring? Doubt we're going to be seeing Mercedes 10 points closest. Even with fastest lap, it's a little bit risky going with Mercedes. So I don't think the gap's there just yet to be like increasing one of your cheap drivers to drop McLaren down to a Mercedes. But yeah, sorry. You can add Lewis. Yeah, you can add Lewis. However, I don't know. I'm still not on board with this whole Mercedes hype. We saw in Monaco they've got something, but that's something I still don't think is good enough at the minute. But yeah, sorry, right. So let's have a look at what I missed. 111 million Yeah, for me, you're still going to be looking around the Red Bull McLaren 2 premium driver teams. However, it's about which premium driver. Again, like Imola, it's going to be more interesting what happens because you've got to get the driver of the day car. And let's get real, it's going to be Norris or Leclerc most likely. Could be Piastri, could be Sainz, but I'd be surprised. But you just got to make sure you get driver of the day. And it's one of those things where who do you know out of those 4 who's going to be highest? You can sort of get an inkling of who's going to be it. But from each track, it varies. And I think just go from practice results. See, Sainz is looking good. Maybe we use Sainz 2 times in this weekend. That sort of thing. Nicholas, if you got a team about 115 million, I'd go for something. I'd go for something similar to what I've got. Although, I'll show you again what I'm bringing in next weekend. This is going to be my team next weekend. Driver of the year, 100%. Literally, the Sergeant... Wait, actually, before I do that. Yeah, it could be Piastri. He's been on a good roll. A good run, I mean. But yeah, sorry, 104.5 million. Infinity, I think for me, it would... If Ferrari looked good again, it would be it'd be a team like this. Hang on. Let's see if they show it. Because I doubt they're going to be showing it. In my opinion, the team I think they're going to show here isn't the team I would do. Yeah. That's the issue. At the minute, Red Bull's a bit dodgy. Who would have thought me saying, really having a Red Bull asset? That's a bit dodgy. Oh, God. I fully agree that for 104.5 million, you could bring in a team like this. Although I wouldn't bring in a team like that, I'd bring in a team like this. And then with the extra money, I would increase Zhou to a Gasly, yeah. So is there a team? Oh yeah, my bad. The team right below it, yeah. So 104.5 million, I would go for a team like that. Yannick, I know it's his home race. That is wishful thinking. Lance Stroll to be fair, it is his home Grand Prix. If he got like top 8, I could see it happening. But wow, would he have to he would have to have a good race, yeah. Infinity, yeah, I showed the team. The team I was just talking about would be a good team for you. But yeah, Sergeant Driver of the Year, 100%. He's hated too much. Put him in a Red Bull, he's winning. Replace Perez with my GOAT Sergeant. And then alternate each race with Latifi. And then when you're feeling fancy... Oh, who's another bad driver? I'm not going to name him who shall not be named. There's got to be who was another bad driver of recent, like really bad. Because Schumacher was all right, and how good was Sorokin? I can't even remember how good he was. I mean, he got sacked, but was he any good? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm not naming him biblical things. Fuck that guy, man. Oh god. Stroll's like one good race in 100 races, so 1% chance. It's gotta happen. We just gotta hold out. Oh god. Yeah, Ash, you are right though. Even at his home Grand Prix, I don't know. To be fair, because I don't know what the Canadian fans are saying. Surely the Canadian fans at least like Stroll. Had both Haas drivers, Pete. Oh, the pain. Right, had both Haas drivers. Oh, that was a lovely little voice crack. Yeah, true. Leclerc, Hulk, Stroll, Sonoda. So you know what? I do think Stroll's a decent option though, just in case that 1% does happen, because in a race that he can overtake. Like I said, he is a decent option. And we're going back to races where Canada, there's a few more races. Yes! How did I forget about Nick De Vries? Oh my god, yeah. Alternate, Latifi, Sargent, Nick De Vries in that car. Oh, okay, fair enough. I love it. That's so funny. Even his own nationality don't even like him. Too funny. Oh god. But no, yeah. Sorry, 112.5 million. I would still be going with the McLaren Ferrari builds. However, I haven't actually done the maths yet. So let's see. So for the cheapest, like Ferrari McLaren team, let's see how much you need now, because it would have gone up quite a bit. I'm pretty sure. So where's my boys? Where's my boys? Where's Sargent? Oh, what a guy. 3.9 million. How much? It would be useful if I knew how much money I had overall. 3.9 million. Let's do a bit of quick maths. 3.9 million, 102.6. So you need 112.6 million to use a cheap... No way. Really? It's gone up that much in value? Oh my god. Let me just double check the maths is right there. Yeah, it's because Valtteri went up crazy as well. Oh my god. Yeah, wow. You need 112.6 million minimum to do the cheapest McLaren Ferrari Red Bull McLaren Ferrari 2 premium driver builds now. Wow. Hey Anonymous, how you doing, man? Yeah, I know, innit? It was a very good day Saturday. Very good day Saturday and Sunday. Sunday I was feeling a little bit rough, but I had a bit too much to drink. Oh, Nakajima, what a guy. Oh, that's the GOAT. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's very expensive now, this team. So 112.5 million, to get back to your question. Where was it? Who asked that? 112 million. Where the hell did I see that? Yeah, Pete, sorry. 112.5 million. You can bring in the McLaren Ferrari team. However, I would say it's decent if Sainz and Piastri look good. However, if Norris or Leclerc looks dead set to be getting that driver of the day in the practice, then I would go down to a 1 premium driver, stick with them, and then try to see if you can bring in one of the Mercedes drivers, like a Hamilton or a Russell, even far as down as Alonso, potentially. Favourite driver? So, on the grid right now, it'd probably be Norris. Although, when it just comes to McLaren in general, I don't... Like, Piastri or Norris win, I'm going to be screaming the exact same way. I'd probably just say I'm a McLaren boy through and through. But yeah, I'd probably go Norris just because I've seen him racing for longer than Piastri. Even though I do love Piastri. Oh, he's so fucking funny, man. But yeah, I think if I ever got negative points in a weekend, I'd retire. Yeah, no, honestly, I fully understand that. Oh, I honestly wouldn't blame anyone. Like, all of us F1 fantasy creators are gonna be posting our videos next week. Our views are just gonna like slash in half from half the people who've just taken such a hit they're not even playing anymore. Sainz or Piastri for second premium driver slot. Piastri still for me. Piastri's been looking really good. He did drop off a bit at the end, but I think he just used too much of his tyres trying to stick behind Leclerc. Understandable, but you know, you can't overtake in Monaco, so it was never going to happen. But Piastri, he's good at qualifying. If he just doesn't get any grid penalties, yeah, that's all he needs to do. Yeah, no problem, Anonymous. Good to see you pop in. Are you still going with the 3 times in Austria? So, my plan... So, in my head, I'm still thinking... Oh, bro, yes. All right. Yannick, I'll talk about that in a second, actually. In my head, I'm still like going with the idea that I will be doing it, just because I like thinking, okay, get my team ready for it just in case I am. But with all of the price increases, with everything that's going on, I genuinely think there could be a point in time that's much sooner than we all thought, where you could have a team with McLaren and Ferrari, and you could have Verstappen as a first and Verstappen with Leclerc as a second driver. And I think that's when you would extra DRS if you could. So yes, I'm still thinking, okay, maybe in Austria, but my heart is potentially moving over to Brazil, where we could be having teams with Verstappen and Leclerc in it, with these two in it. Yeah, literally Haas have just completely made this whole season weird now with that. But yeah, 2011 Canada. Oh my God, imagine Verstappen, final corner. He does a Vettel. He goes wide. JB goes through, but this time it's not JB. It's Lando Norris. He goes through. Boom. Easy win. McLaren first place. We love to see it. Or Piastri. First win for Piastri if you could do it like that as well. But yeah, no. If Doohan comes in for Ocon, would you consider him? 100%. But I know they were talking about like serious consequences for Ocon. And I would like to mention, because Ocon has a 5-place grid penalty, he might be a decent option going into Canada. Because if he qualifies like 14th, 15th, whatever, he'll start 20th. And then, I mean, it is Ocon, so it's hard for him to stay out of trouble. But like I said, like we know I love happening. If they qualify 20th, 18th, 19th, especially with a penalty like Ocon, he could probably get it back up to 14th, 15th and get a few points. Hey, Meletios, how you doing, man? How do you downgrade your team? Oh, don't even ask me, Tim. Yeah, Ocon is a bit rubbish, to be fair. Gasly better than Bottas? 100%. Yeah, I'd pick Gasly over. Russell for second premium driver? Yeah, I would say, like I was saying for people, because the cheapest McLaren Ferrari team are getting more expensive. If you can't afford it, I would still go for like a premium driver of Leclerc or Norris with a Mercedes driver. But yeah, no, basically, my plan was, Tim, that I was thinking, like, big brain. I was like, okay, Piastri and Sainz, I don't know who's going to do better, because they were close. They were second and third. And I was like, McLaren, maybe they'll not do as well as Mercedes, because Mercedes did look good. So I was like, okay, I'll drop down to Hulkenberg, spare up a bit of money for final fixing, just in case McLaren are like 7th and 8th and the Mercedes pace was real, and they're nowhere near the Mercedes, the Red Bulls, and the Ferraris. Now, that didn't happen. Then Hulkenberg got the -15 for the DNF, and I was like, okay, the disqualification, and I was like, okay, that's fine. And I was like, it's still not worth final fixing, because why would it be? He's starting from the back. What could go wrong? Everything went wrong. And yeah, that's my story. Please not a crash like Hamilton. Yeah, true actually though. Oh my God, one of them will crash. I don't think my heart could take that, seeing Piastri and Norris crashing. You'd like to think that Doohan would be super cheap. Yeah, 100%. I don't think Alpine will make that decision this quickly. I think if Doohan came in though, Doohan, is it Doohan or Doohan? I'm pretty sure it's Doohan or Doohan. Sorry. Yeah, in it. If I just kept Tsunoda, it would have been the perfect weekend, and I would have been laughing. But no. What was I saying? Yeah, no, he'd probably be around the Sargent price, maybe 6.5. It'd be on the range of 5.5 to 7 million. He wouldn't be any more than that. Yuki will become a semi-premium driver of the day and fastest lap just around the corner. Honestly, can I say, because I love Yuki Tsunoda. I think he should get that second seat in Red Bull. What a guy, man. He's just who doesn't like Yuki Tsunoda? You know what I mean? He's got a cool song. I love his theme tune. And he's just so funny in that car when he has that like gamer rage. But yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if Yuki, where's my boy at? How much is he now? 10.3? No, 9.8. He only went up 0.5 million. I thought he went up more. My bad. I wouldn't be surprised if Yuki was getting to 15 million by the second half of the season. You know that Yuki Tsunoda. Whoa. Yeah, that one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's so outperforming. Like, 100% Yannick. Like, I genuinely do think if they keep Perez in that car, they're not winning the Constructors. Stick Yuki in, man. Stick my boy in. He deserves the chance. But yeah, no. Sorry. 112 million. There is no option for Leclerc plus Russell. Wait, really? Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. It was 112.6. Sorry. Yes. If you can't afford it, I would keep McLaren as the Constructor. However, Leclerc and Russell. So you'd probably get a few less points, but you'd be fine, because I also think that it gives your team a bit of leeway because you should have a bit of leftover funds for just in case someone like Norris is looking better. But yeah, what a guy. Right, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to speak about for this live. Because normally these lives are just pretty chill right after the race. Well, I say right after the race. I was supposed to be going live. Yeah, Pete, McLaren. No, my bad. Not McLaren, Ferrari, like we were talking about, but with Leclerc and Russell as your 2 premium drivers. Because I still don't think the gap's there. So McLaren to Mercedes will be about a 10-15 points at maximum drop down in points. And I think Russell to Piastri is only like a 5 to 10 drop down in points. So I think it makes more sense to have the premium driver than dropping down to the constructor. But yeah, Yuki will be on fire on that Red Bull. Imagine the team dynamics with Max. Yeah, I can't imagine. You know what? It might actually chill out Yuki a bit as well in his like when he's racing, because like imagine he goes on to like the team radio and he starts screaming at the team about Verstappen. What do you not have the funds? Surely, wait, hang on, let me just double check. McLaren. Whoa. Russell, and then yeah, my bad. Fuck, I didn't realize how much money Russell had now. Ooh, okay. Do you think 2 out of 3 fastest pit stops will be still be Red Bull? Yeah, I still think that. We got quite lucky. Who were the fastest pit stops this weekend? Because obviously no one had a pit stop basically. I'm pretty sure it was how Look, do you see what I mean? Red Bull had 1 pit stop and they still got the fastest. Aston Martin, Stroll went in twice. We had so many lower drivers and Red Bull still managed to get fastest pit stop. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, it's like, who would have thought Sauber 3rd fastest pit stop? I'm surprised with that though. I thought it'd be all of the lower drivers. I didn't really keep an eye much on how fast Verstappen's pit stop was, to be fair though. You could be realizing he isn't allowed to say yeah, exactly. Have Merc overcome their drag? They were down bad on the straights in Miami, Canada. Yeah, so that's the issue. Sorry, Pete, let me get back to you if that doesn't work. Because, oh, okay, I see. Yuki Tsunoda. Yesterday at some point I was thinking Bottas would... Yeah, innit? I thought there was... honestly, same here. There was a point, like you were saying, where only Sargent needed to pit again. And so I was like, Sargent getting fastest lap. I know my GOAT, but he's not that amazing. He's not fastest lap sort of amazing. But yeah, because Russell didn't pit. There could have been a time where Hamilton... I'd be surprised if Hamilton didn't pit at least. But Hamilton and Verstappen potentially might have not pitted. And then... Bottas, imagine Bottas getting like a 1.5 million increase because he got fastest lap and just stayed out of trouble the whole race. But yeah, that's insane. They would have got -2 points without the fastest pit stop. Incredible. It was a 2.1. Yeah, Red Bull were just ridiculous. But right, Pete, here we go. I do not agree with half the teams they were talking about right there. I'm pretty sure the Sainz team will be the best one for you. Let's see what they say though. I don't see the Mercedes hype. I don't see it, especially like people were saying Canada's going to be slightly different. I don't see it. Yeah, innit? The only thing about having Mercedes drivers is it's not even like a luck thing anymore, them getting fastest lap, but they're always in like this sort of no man's land where you've got the gap to Yuki Tsunoda, who's always in like P8. Then you've got like a 20-30 second gap, Hamilton and Russell. Then you've got the Red Bulls plus everyone else. The Red Bull Verstappen at least. Then you've got McLaren and Ferraris. So they always have a chance to go fastest lap. So it might come into play, like we were saying, where, but Mercedes almost guaranteed fastest lap because they've got that window and they're the fastest car in that window. That's also why you could be going for someone like Russell and Hamilton and think, you know what, could still be decent. Like Hamilton, because he got fastest lap, he actually got very similar points to the likes of Sainz, Piastri, Norris. Hey Infinity, good to see you back. Yeah, Sergeant. Yeah, Infinity, yeah, no. Favourite driver, long story short, Lando Norris. I'm a McLaren boy through and through. Been supporting them since 2010, because that was when JB went in. But yeah, JB since 2008. Obviously, he retired. Then it was Alonso for a bit when it was Alonso and Van Dorn in the McLaren. I was never a big fan of Van Dorn. Then obviously Norris and Sainz came in, and I was like, oh, this new driver, he's British. Norris sounds cool. Screw it, let's see what he's like. And then yeah, Piastri I still like as well. But yeah, there you go, giving you my life story there. How is Canada overtake wise? I can't remember how many overtakes there were last season, but it's pretty decent, Ash, because we've got that really long straight before the what's it called, chicane, and then to the starting line. Yeah, I know. They haven't updated it yet fully, but that's fine. You can still get the sort of gist. Oh, I see what you mean. Are the driver prices haven't updated, have they? Have they updated? 25? No, they have updated. 25 mil. That's how much. Yeah, they have updated. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, my bad, Pete. I keep on getting distracted. No, again, Alonso. No. What are they doing? I don't like any of these teams that have been suggested so far. No, go away, Alonso. Right, we're gonna find you a team. Odds on Stroll putting in the Wall of Champions, I'd give you... that's got to be like 1.1. Every pound you stick on, you get like a 10p back. It's got to happen. Again, I don't like this team. This is a bit annoying. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, McLaren are goated. We've been through some hard times in the past years. Obviously, if there's any Williams fans out there, I ain't even gonna complain compared to what you guys have got it. Team 4 up here. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I still think you could probably get a better team than that, because if you drop Tsunoda and Stroll, right, get rid of Tsunoda and Stroll in this situation, and how much money does that leave you up with? I'm pretty sure it can get you up to one of the drivers. How is that still not enough? How are they thinking that's going to be one of the better drivers to have? Stick Hamilton in. No, okay, never mind. You'd probably have to stick with something. Yeah, 122.1 million is insane. You probably have to stick with something you've got right now, Pete, because the prices went up so insane. 112 million right now is it's going to be difficult. You'd have to have the one premium driver build, but you could still then have Leclerc and Norris and that lot. Yeah, you know what, Yannick, I might rustle some feathers here. I feel bad for Ferrari fans. Fair enough, they've had a few rough years, but come on, you're telling me you guys can relate to the struggles that McLaren and Williams have had over the years? Nah. I've seen literally, like, you'll just see the Williams fan in the corner, just like they don't even want to watch F1 anymore. Hey, exactly, Michael, exactly. But no, I still do feel bad for Ferrari, because it's the hope that kills you, because you've got like that. You've always been there, you've always been close, but it's never there. And it's been a long time, 2007 since then. But yeah, no. I feel the worst for Williams fans. But yeah, anyway, I'm not even talking about F1 Fantasy at this point. Yeah, right. There was some driver. Yeah, nah, man, I know it's the results after FP3. It's just they haven't updated the systems yet. Right, no, there was a team. I also asked myself, why don't they pitch her at the beginning, because he was last anyway, and Bottas catch up so fast? I think it's there was no real point because, like, you know, like we think of it F1 fantasy wise, where we're like, oh, if they just pit in Zhou now for some softs, he could get fastest lap. They don't get the point anyway for fastest lap, and they're not really fighting Mercedes. So I think at that point they didn't want to screw up anything because you can screw up something in the pits. And I think they were just like, let's just ride this home and hope for the best. Yeah. Yeah, literally, yeah. I'm trying to think of any other teams. Like, I would say Haas, but no offense, are there any Haas fans? I don't really think so. Like, I like Hulkenberg and Magnussen as individual drivers, but I don't know. It feels weird to me being like, oh yeah, I'm a Haas fan. No hate to anyone who is though. You could say all you want about any team I support if I'm just hating on anyone's Haas team. But yeah, if Red Bull's struggling with the curbs, the last chicane might be actually dangerous for them. That's the thing. So, oh, 100%, yeah. Oh, Yannick, do you? Oh, how do they feel right now? Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna get so much shit because I'm just disrespecting other teams now. But yeah, no, Alpine fans, fair enough. No, so it's like, correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm guessing Haas, you know, American team, it'd be nice, like, it's probably got a big American fan base. Alpine, French team, probably got quite a big French fan base as well. I'm trying to think of what other teams are like. Ferrari, a lot of Italian fan base. So that's where I could see Haas getting the fans. Especially, at least. But, yeah, no, right. So, back to Canada, what I was trying to say is they have a long straight, which Red Bull, good on the straight lines. That's the issue. Yes, there's quite a few curbs. However, yes, true. I do love Günther Steiner. That is very true, Michael. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's going to be very much like it was in Imola, where Red Bull look like they're not too amazing. Well, I say too amazing. Verstappen still sticks it on pole. You know what I mean? As in, it's going to be close between them, Ferrari and McLaren. However, I'd still be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Verstappen stuck it on pole, even after complaining about every single thing. I swear, did they get rid of this rule? I might be behind on this. I swear, you don't get a point for coming below 10th place, even with fastest lap. Or did they sack that off? Let me double check that actually. Some turned off the TV, but most started. Red Bull could also struggle in turn 3 to 4, where Alonso beats 2011 and Verstappen Hamilton. Oh, yeah. To be fair, I am expecting a juicy little fight in Canada. We always get something when there's like battles going on. There's always a very good like intra teams. I think that's the word when it's out of teams. I'm pretty sure. Do you get fastest? Oh yeah. All right. Cool. 100, yeah. So that's what I was saying, yeah. So for like a team like Sauber, when they're last, they're not going to think it like F1 fantasy wise. They're going to just, they just want to get the cars back home. But anyway, I think that's probably where I'm going to leave it now because there's not much. Oh, okay. You know what? He could go on a run with that. Canada will. So. Actually, before I go, my hair's doing my head in. By the way, it keeps on flopping into my eye. I'm just gonna stop touching it. It can go wherever it wants now. Looking at the schedule, I'm so excited for the next few races. So Canada, gonna be a banger. Spain, it was actually pretty decent last year. We all hate on Spain, but it was pretty decent. Yeah, Austria always delivers. Austria is one of my favourite tracks on the grid. I can't remember where I put it on my like calendar selections. Austria, amazing. Silverstone, amazing. Hungary, it's all right. It's probably one of the worst tracks coming up. Belgium, amazing. Zandvoort, amazing. I don't know why I said Belgium. Spa, amazing. Zandvoort, amazing. Monza, amazing. Azerbaijan, Baku, I love. Singapore, literally, I would probably even say there's not a bad race now coming up until Mexico. And even Mexico could deliver, you never know. And then you got Brazil, and then Vegas, Qatar, Abu Dhabi. It's kind of a lackluster final 3 races. But we're getting into that zone of all of these races coming up are going to be banging. But yeah, in it. Literally, we could have so much chaos in Canada. It's going to be great. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. We forget there's 24 races. Wait, 24? Yeah, 24 races on the calendar, on the F1 calendar. So look, back to back. We've got a triple header coming up, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Spain is going to be okay, but yeah. Yeah, it's huge. I'm very happy we've had Monaco and Imola out of the way now. Because yeah, like I said, very good races coming up. Yeah, true. Yeah, honestly, my thinking is past Spa on the summer break, I will close the entry to the league, just because, like I said a few live streams ago, I was like, I don't think it's fair if like someone found the league on like the final 2 races, came in and took like a top 5 position away from someone who's been in the league for like over half the season. Yeah, literally, it's so crazy how the last 3 races are probably 3 of the worst races on the track. Watch out for Max's free practice radios. Those will tell you everything. 100%. He's going to be like, the car feels horrible. I can't drive this. It's undrivable. Sticks it on pole anyway. It's going to happen. But anyway, yeah, sorry. F1 fantasy-wise, initial reaction is Bottas has now used up his usefulness up. This is probably what I would go for. McLaren, Ferrari, 2 premium driver teams. You now need a minimum of 112.6 million to get. So you need a lot of... Jesus Christ, is pissing it down where I'm at the minute as well. I might show you guys that as well in a second. It is chucking it down. Oh shit, my cat's outside. Wait, hang on. I'm going to end this now because I hope he's underneath the car. There's now a carnhole going off. It might be hail. Okay, there's a bit of chaos going on. I'm gonna end this here so I can go make sure that my cat's all right and that I'll go see what the car horn's doing. But yeah, McLaren, Ferrari teams, you need a lot of budget. McLaren's now a high budget team, so you need to be careful with them. Mercedes potentially an option. Mercedes are 2 premium drivers is okay as well. However, just making sure you get the driver of the day team is good. Yeah, Yannick, I have no idea what's going on. But anyway, yes. Hang on, I wonder if I can show you lot this. Can I grab you all over here? Yeah, exactly. I've got to make sure he's all right. See you, Natalie. See you, Yannick. Yeah, I'm not going to be getting any. I'm not going to be able to show you guys this. But right, yeah. I'll see you all on in a bit. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your week.